So here's just a little thing that you can do with a D chord. And actually, you shouldn't be doing it with a D chord. You should be doing it just as a pure interval, a sixth. But I'll show that at the very end. But just to show you how you can move these things around, these things being chords and these things being just regular intervals of various kinds around the guitar and get a richer sound. Sam and Dave's the Soul Man starts off with we're going to start off just everything using a D chord shape, but you're not going to use string 2 at all. You're going to use this D chord shape just to make it easy for you. And at the end, I'll show you, I think, a more musical approach that you should take. But to get you started, start down here with what would be an E chord. Right here, that's an E. Here's a D chord. I move that down to fret 4, and it becomes D here, as you know and love, D sharp, and E. Now I'm just moving a D chord here. But now for the Sam and Dave song, what he's doing is he's starting off with this D chord shape and sliding that down from string 3 fret 2 to string 3 fret 4, and then when you reach your destination here, string 3 fret 4, you take the pick and you give a little up stroke on string 1 fret 4. Slowly, I'm going to slide down from string 3 fret 2 to string 3 fret 4, then hit string 1 fret 4. And then you come up and hit string 3 fret 4, string 1 fret 4. And then I slide back by hitting string 1 fret 4 again. And then I'm on D, and I come up and I hit string 3 fret 2 and back and end it on string 1 fret 2. So it comes out. I actually hit it twice there at the end, so it being string 1 fret 2. So that's the start of it, and we're going to use that very same approach now to go down to what would be a G chord, an A chord to B chord, formed like a C. And then we go. So I'm going down here to fret 7. That would be a G chord. These 3 notes right here would be a G chord. Here's a D chord, fret 2, D sharp, fret 2, fret 3, D sharp, fret 4, and E, fret 5 and F, fret 6 and F sharp, and fret 8, a G with a D shape. So I'm going to go. So I slide down string 3 fret 2, and when I get to my destination at fret 7, I then hit string 1 fret 7. And then string 3 fret 7. And then come up to 3 fret 7 to 3 fret 9. And then string 1 fret 9. And then 2 fret 11, sliding string 3 fret 9 to fret 11, and then hitting string 1 fret 11 again. So it comes out just with this little bit of alternation between the note on string 3 and the note on string 1. And I just noticed that I'm off the screen at that point, but you hear the same thing. Let me just position this. Now fret 7, fret 9, fret 11, which is a B chord, or so. A more musical way to play that is just to play it as an interval and deaden string 2, because you don't want that note. You're going. So there you have the intro to Sam and Dave's. It looks a lot like a D chord, but when you get to real comfortable with that, then get your fingers into this position, which you're going to use a whole lot more. This position being your ring finger on string 1, fret 2 at this point, and then 2 strings above that at the very same fret, put your middle finger, and you have this formation. And give it some vibrato, and once again, have some fun with it. The more certain you become of that fingering, the more confident you become of that fingering, the more vibrato you give it, and the more authentic Sam and Davis little sound there you've got. Again, as always, have some fun with it. Any questions, ask me in class, and I'll see you at the next class.